Hi, boys and girls. Today we are going to be listening to the super smart Wild About Birds. Wild About Birds by Judy Woodburn. Kids can be wild about all kinds of things. Some kids may be wild about dinosaurs. Others may be wild about drawing or marbles or music. What else can kids be wild about? Kids can be wild about birds. Kids who like birds are bird watchers. Bird watchers like to listen to birds sing. They like to watch what birds do. They love to spot birds they have never seen before. Would you like to be a bird watcher? Almost every place is home to some kind of bird. You can start right now by just looking out the window. Who will spot a bird first? You're a bird watcher. Searching for birds makes going anywhere a little more interesting, and the more places you go, the more birds you can see. But before you begin, you need to know some important rules. Bird watching rules. 1. Bird watchers never do anything that could hurt a bird. 2. They don't try to attract birds with people food. 3. They don't get too close to a bird's nest. 4. They stay very still and quiet so they don't scare the birds away. If you want to learn more about the birds you see, a few tools can help. Let's put each one in the backpack. So it says Birds Field Guide, and then there's a notebook with pencils, colored pencils so you could probably draw the birds, and binoculars so you can see them better. All right, so I'm going to put the field guide and then the notebook with the colored pencils. Whoops. I just realized there are words there. A notebook and pencils that will make you a list of the birds you have seen. And binoculars can give you a closer look at the birds you spot. Now you have everything you need. Let's go. The woods are a great place to look for birds. Shh, can you hear the birds singing in the park? Try to spot each one. Ooh, that looks like a cardinal. Very cool. Good work. You found all three. Let's use the field guide to learn the names of the birds you saw. Touch the bird in the guide that matches each photograph. All right, so I see this one. Yes, you saw a cardinal. A cardinal has a reddish bill and a tuft of feathers on its head. Male cardinals are bright red. Female cardinals are less colorful. Here's that pretty yellow one. Yes, you saw a goldfinch. The male goldfinch is yellow and black. Unlike some of the other birds, goldfinches love to fly around in groups. You will see lots of goldfinches together in the same place. Yes, you saw a cedar waxwing. A cedar waxwing has a black mask and the tip of its tail is often bright yellow. Cedar waxwings love to eat berries. Eating certain berries can even change the color of the bird's tail markings from yellow to orange. Now that you know the names of the birds, you can write them in your notebook. So, cardinal, goldfinch, cedar, waxwing. Most birds would rather not live in cities, but many are good at adapting or changing what they do to survive alongside cars, buildings, and people. Can you find 3 birds that call the city their home? All right, let's use our binoculars. Don't see one yet. Not yet. Very cool. Looks like geese. You found all 3. Now let's find out more about the birds that you saw. All right, so let's look in our field guide. Yes, you saw a Canadian goose. It has a long, curved neck with a white throat. Canada geese flock to cities and towns where there are ponds and lawns. In fact, some people think geese are real pests. Hmm. Yes, you saw a great egret. An egret is snowy white with a long, thin neck. Egrets fly south to avoid the colder months of the year. City ponds make great stopping points on their journey. All right, now we have to find this last one. Yes, you saw a red-tailed hawk. A red-tailed hawk has a broad wings and a rusty-colored tail. In the city, red-tailed hawks nest on building ledges. They hunt city birds like pigeons and small animals like rats and squirrels. Now let's put the birds' names in your notebook. Red-tailed hawk, Canada goose, great egret. Many birds that live near the ocean eat things that are found near the water. Can you spot 3 birds on this coast? Whoops, I pressed the wrong button. All right, let's get out our binoculars. There. Ooh, I know that one. I bet you know that one. Keep looking. Ooh, you found them all. Let's find the names of these shorebirds. All right, so look at this one with that beak. There he is. Yes, you saw an American oyster catcher. It has orange eyes and a sharp orange bill that it works great for cracking shells. What does this bird's name tell you about the kind of foods it likes best? Remember, it's an American oyster catcher. All right, let's find the seagull. That looks like the seagull. Yes, you saw a herring gull. A herring gull has a gray and white body. Its large bill can open very wide, letting in many types of food. These gulls like garbage and will also steal food from other birds. Who's ever had their food stolen by a seagull at the beach? I bet you a lot of you have. All right, let's look for the last one. Yes, you saw a glossy ibis. An ibis has long legs and long curved beak. Its legs help it wade in shallow water. It uses its long beak to feel around in the water for bugs, snails, or frogs, and then it snatches them to eat. Let's put these shorebirds in the notebook. American oyster catcher, herring gull, glossy ibis. Watching birds and learning all about them is like getting to know new friends, and putting birds in your notebook helps you remember them forever. You saw a lot of birds today. Take a look. All right, so you saw the cardinal, the goldfinch, the cedar waxwing, the red-tailed hawk, the Canada goose, the great egret, the American oyster catcher, herring gull, and glossy ibis. There are thousands of kinds of birds spread all around the world. How many will you spot? So that's a saddle-billed stork, a quetzal, a hoopoe, a shoebill, cock of the rock, cassowary, blue-footed booby. The end. All right, boys and girls, now what I want you to do is go out in your backyard and see if you can spot a bird. And if you spot a bird, try to draw a picture of it. And if you know the name or your parents know the name, you can label it. If you don't know the name, then make a name up if you want to. All right, bye.